During our visit to Cornwall, we have decided to go to Trebah Gardens. It's just filled with experience with magical essence, and it's a subtropical Cornish garden steeped in heritage, creativity, and spirit of innovation. The best part about this place was they provide there with this sheet where you have to go for like treasure hunt and find a specific plant, get the stamp and put it into the sheet and everything, so that keep the little one quite proactive. I will leave the best to the last, but I just do want to say that this place is around 4 miles of footpath, and it's just beautiful. When you just walk through, you see a lot of exotic plants, and you go through all the little corners of the sunnier climes, and they have their own private beach. When you purchase the ticket, they will provide you with their map. I would highly recommend following the map, just because so you can cover all the areas and you're not missing anything. And they're also being very careful to entertain kids on this long walk. So we walked through this place and it was just filled with a lot of adventures kids can do. They turned this big woody place into like a play area, and as well as they enjoyed, I really liked it. It was very peaceful. The surrounding sounds were just magical. All Dia wanted to do was at this point, because she discovered the play area, she just wanted to spend more time here rather than go for the walk to discover the exotic plants and everything. But however, I was able to convince her to do the treasure hunt. But here is me trying to do a little bit photo shoot while my mum trying to keep Dia quite busy. The day we visited was very quiet, so I felt like we had the place to ourselves, which was just nice. This goes without saying, but it's recommended to wear something very sensible, because it's a very steep path and very uneven footpaths. So a very good pair of shoes, and also we can't predict the weather, so it's worth maybe taking a jacket or something with you. When we visited, it was drizzling a bit, so I had my jacket on, but as we walked it started to get really warm, so you can just take it off, and it's just, you know, what you feel comfortable with. But this place was so quiet. You can see a lot of colorful plants and flowers, and like the little bees just going around. Even though the bees can be scary, it was just nice, and it's just a touch of nature sometimes what you really need. I'm personally from a city, so I live in a city, and I don't get to see beautiful places like this all the time. So when I do visit places like this, I try to take the most of it. So this area has like a little pond, and they have their like fishes, and specifically said do not feed the fish. Even though we were tempted to touch the fish, it just looked cute, so I did not touch the fish. But yeah, again, all these footpaths are quite narrow, and all these plants' names are written down in a little like cue card. I'm not even gonna try pronouncing the names because it's quite botanical name, and I'm not good with botanical names, so I'm just gonna leave that for the experts to tell you about it. But I will leave the link in the description box below about this garden. So if you're someone who likes to learn about the plants, flowers, trees, etc., and the botanical name, you're more than welcome to check the link out. It will be mentioned in the description box below. The cute little man-made touches have made this garden very beautiful. I like this little waterfall thing, and also this was the bee stamp treasure hunt thing they had to do, so she was just too busy looking for that. We spent around 4 or 5 hours in this place. I know you must be thinking we're crazy, but trust me, it does take that long because you stop in many places, and my mum is quite invested in to learn about all the plants names and what they are. So yeah, this particular plant is called giant rhubarb or elephant rhubarb. So when it rains, you can take a shelter beneath them, or on a hot day, the leaves create a welcoming shade. So it's just really tall. And I also learned the native, it's from southeast Brazil. It has enormous leaves. It's quite prickly, so don't touch it. So after getting thrown away from looking at the elephant rhubarb plant, we are heading towards to the private beach. Again, the footpath you walk through, it's very nice, and if you get tired, you can rest by the Millard Pond. What's this place called? We sat here for some time, letting the nature soaks into you while they was busy trying to catch the bees. You can literally see the little bridge over there, and that's where people stand and take photos. It's just very beautiful view, so it's worth taking photos there. And this is the narrow pathway you have to go through to the private beach. And let me tell you, oh my god, this beach is something else. It's just a lot of pebbles, and the water is so clear. The day we went, like I said before, it was drizzling a bit, so I really wanted to kind of like, maybe go for a swim in the water and everything, but we weren't prepared because we thought the water may be going to be very cold, or the beach is not going to be this nice. But let me tell you, this beach is just very nice. And they also have shops if you want to get ice cream or a coffee or a bite to eat. And the price is quite reasonable. And can you believe I was able to explore 50 different varieties of bamboos in one day? Yeah, you heard it right. 50 different varieties of bamboos are situated in this particular footpath, and they even call this footpath area Bamboo Zuli or something like that. Once you explored that, we have decided to go and see the Ali's Seat. So it's just a beautiful open front summer house with the carved walls. So it's really nice. It's a bit of a walk up there, but when we reached at the top, it was just worth it because it's a recreation of the original structure built for Alice Hest, who purchased the Trebah with her husband Charles in 1907. So it was rebuilt in 2002 using green oak timbers, and the cob and cobbles came from the garden. Surrounding the summer house, they have planted a lot of fragrant flowers, so it just has that refreshing smell to it when you sit there. And you can sit here with sun on your face. On that note, it has to be a sunny day, but yeah, again, this is just very nice, and it has like a secret little place which we found. You can just stand on the top of these walls and you get to see the beach. While we were exploring there, this little birdie came to visit. It was so friendly, just wanted to play maybe, I don't know, but it was not scared at all. They was trying to hold it, but by that time the little birdie got scared and flew away. So we done our exploring. Let me know if you visit this place. I will see you again in the next video. Till then, it's a bye from me.